Hello my YouTube family, welcome to today's playful and spicy practice. This will be another intermediate to advanced flow. We'll be moving fluidly with breath, and the invitation as always is to find a sense of play and really let go of perfection. This is about connecting to your body and connecting to yourself through playful and curious exploration. So, let's go for it. Before we start, please consider subscribing. I post new yoga flows here on YouTube every single week, and it would mean the world to me if you supported us or me and joined the community. All right, without further ado, let's find a forward fold at the front of our space in a ragdoll shape. So you can bring your feet about hip distance apart, and then you can grab your elbows, close your eyes, tuck your chin, and just softly begin to sway from left to right. Taking a moment or two to just arrive and bring yourself into this space, into your body, relaxing through your jaw, the muscles across your face, your neck, really starting to unclench from the inside out. Keep your hands where they are on the elbows and begin to draw over towards the left side, loosely bending through the knees. We'll find a sunflower shape now. So opening up through the side body, we straighten out the legs, and then exhale, roll over towards the right side. Bend through the knees here at the bottom. Inhale, we go again, expanding through the side body, lifting up through the heart space. And then exhale, bowing forwards, relaxing face. One more time on this side. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward, softening chest over thigh bones. Let's take it in the other direction, starting to lean over to the right first, opening the body up here at the top. Exhale, we bow and soften over legs. And again, breathing in, maybe keeping the eyes closed and just starting to feel that groundedness and trust from within. Exhaling. We'll go for our final round on this side, breathing in. And then as you breathe out, meeting in a forward fold here at Uttanasana. Once you're here at the bottom, interlace your hands and begin to circle out the wrists, just to make sure that our wrists are nice and warm here. Let's change the directions of the circles. And then gently release that. Come into a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forwards, melt over the thighs. And then rise up and reach into a high mountain pose, getting long through the arms. Bend the knees here at the top, cactus through the arms as you open the chest. Keep going, Uttanasana, you bow forwards over the legs. And then inhale, halfway lift, palms to the shins. Exhale, plank pose, we step it back. Push away from the ground, so wrists beneath shoulders, pull belly to spine. Nice and slow, lower down to chaturanga. You can find an upward facing if you feel ready for it, or find cobra. Breathe in, lift through the heart space. And then take a slow roll back into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Push into the hands, into the feet. Begin to pedal out the legs a little bit from left to right. Maybe give the hips a bit of a sway, a few sighs through the mouth. Let any sounds or gestures come up and into your body, into the practice. And then on your next inhale, we'll begin to lift the heels off the floor. Find a crouching dog, pull your chest to your thigh bones. You can step or jump to the front. We'll meet in a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, bow forwards. Root to rise, high mountain. Feel the energy travel up the spine, up the fingers. Bend the knees, open the chest, cactus arms. Uttanasana, we bow forwards. Ardha Uttanasana, we lift the chest, collarbones broad. Exhale, step it back or jump back, plank pose. Let's go for our flow, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Exhale, we roll the hips back, downward facing dog. Let's go for one more round just to make sure we're nice and warm. Inhale, heels lift, bend the knees. Take it forwards to your halfway. Exhale, we bow forwards. Rising up. Reaching into the fingers, reaching into the palms, bend the knees, open the chest. Uttanasana, melting heart space over thigh bones. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it back, plank pose. Squeeze your elbows inwards as you find Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing with control, push into the hands. And then take a slow roll back. Feel into every inch of your spine as you take the hips back in the downward facing dog. Take 2 full breaths, spreading into toes and fingers, grounding into the earth. And then stretch your right toes into the air, find a 3-legged dog. We bend the knees, stacking the hips, taking an inhale. And then an exhale, pull the knee to your right elbow, round through the upper body. And then pull the knee to the other side, left elbow. 3-legged dog, we reach back into the toes. Exhale, low lunge, softly land in between your hands. Take a breath in here, collarbones broad. On the out breath, easy twist, stretch right fingers long, open up through the chest space. And then nice and slowly swivel onto the edge of your left foot, side plank pose. So you can either stack your ankles, or you might lift your right foot off of your left. Push away from the ground through the left hand. Hold for 1 more breath. And then nice and slow, right hand meets the floor, pull the right knee into the chest, lift up through the back of the heart. 3-legged dog, stretching back into your toes, feeling the energy travel through the back leg. Warrior 2, we take it forwards. Ground your energy. And then reverse your warrior on the in-breath. On your out-breath, triangle pose. Firming into the glutes, firming into the quads, extending through the left arm. Take a breath. Reverse your triangle, breathe in. Breathing out, wide-legged fold. We melt down in between the legs. Now listening carefully, right hand reaches for the back left ankle. You can place the left hand to the lower back, or if you want to play with a bind, left hand meets the inner right thigh. So your inner right crease here. And then find a beautiful twist here. Maintain that rootedness through your feet, activity through your legs. Gently let that go. We'll travel to the front of our space, low lunge, meet your right foot. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, kick the right toes into the sky, 3-legged dog, reach into your foot. Take an inhale here. And then listening carefully, drop the right foot over to the left side, bend the knees, draw the hips to the heels, lift yourself up into this wild thing variation, keeping both knees bent. Firming into glutes, lift the chest, and just take a moment to explore here. Finding gravity, pushing into ground through feet. Lower the hips back to the heels, transition back into a plank, right hand meets the floor, pull the right knee into the chest. And then land the right knee down to the ground. Supported side plank, your left hand stretches up and over. Now let's drop the head back into the left hand and just lift your heart space to the sky. Take a moment to enjoy a bit of an opening through the front line of your body. Okay, now begin to lift your bottom right knee off the floor. You're gonna kick your right leg straight out in front of you. If you have the variation where you catch your left hand to the edge of your foot, you're welcome to go for that variation now. Otherwise, just keep reaching through your heel wherever you are. 1 more breath, and it's super strong. And then you'll land your left hand to the ground, letting that go. Spin your right foot over to the left side. We'll drop the hips down to the ground. Your right knee stays bent. Left hand around the right thigh. Find a nice twist here. Elongating through the spine, finding some space in your twist. Nice and slow, unwind. Travel back, right hand meets the floor, drop your right knee to the earth. Same variation in our supported side, so drop the head back into the left hand and just take a breath in and a breath out. Now, we will begin to lift the right knee off the floor once again, and then cross it over your left thigh in a figure 4 shape, stretching left hand to sky. Hold for a moment. And then drop your left hand to the ground. You're going to stay in your figure 4 shape in this dog. So figure 4 dog, hug your chest towards your left thigh and pull your right knee away from you, so towards the back of the room. Take a full breath in and a breath out. Okay, now listen carefully. Nice and slowly and awkwardly perhaps, walk your hands towards the back of your space. You're gonna meet in a figure 4 position here on your left leg. Take as many breaths as you need to get here, and we will meet here, drawing our hands together at the heart space. If you want to play and find an extra challenge, you might find a twist, right elbow to the sole of your right foot, finding a twist. All right, wherever you are, hold for a moment, breathe. Nice and slowly, let that go. Both feet drop to the floor. Uttanasana, we bow forwards over the legs. Inhale, we lift the chest halfway. Exhale, we bow forwards over the thighs. Standing splits, kick your right toes behind you. Now, you might draw your hands towards the left ankle, or maybe catch a moment of balance, maybe one hand on the floor, maybe one hand to the ankle. Hold for a moment. And then nice and slowly, begin to walk your hands forwards into a 3-legged dog shape. Your right toes kick back. Take a breath in. And then on your breath out, pull the right knee into the chest, lift up through the back of the heart, and then sink your right shin down to the earth. Pigeon pose, we land the shin down. Walk the right fingers forwards and stretch your left hand into the sky. We breathe in, and then on the out breath, weave it underneath your right arm and melt your left shoulder down, left cheek lowers as well, finding a twist here. So you're welcome to walk the right fingers forwards a little bit if you like. Take a rounder breath, feel into the outer thigh. Maybe slow the breath down a little bit. On your next breath in, walk your right hand closer to your face, push into the hand, reach your left arm high. Exhale, both hands lower down. You'll tuck your left toes under, meet in a 3-legged dog, stretching back into your right foot. Nice, full breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog, both feet meet the ground. Take 2 full breaths, in through the nose, out through the nose. And then stretch your left toes into the sky, 3-legged dog. We bend into the knees, stacking hips, firming into glutes. Exhale, pull the knee to the left elbow, lifting up through the heart space. Knee to the other elbow, right side, push away from the ground. 3-legged dog, stretching back into your heel, into your foot. Low lunge, we land forwards. Collarbones broad as you thread the heart forwards, inhaling. And then exhale, easy twist, stretch the left fingers long, leaning into the left shoulder for a moment, push into the right hand. Come onto the edge of your right foot, side plank pose. Maybe you'll kick your left toes up, maybe not. Hold and hover, and really try to lift away from the right wrist as much as you can. Okay, let's crack a smile too. Beautiful. Left hand meets the floor, pull the left knee into the chest space. 3-legged dog, we reach the toes back. Exhale, warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2, taking the hands to the sides. Grounding into the feet, lengthening through the spine. Reverse the warrior on the in-breath. On the out-breath, triangle pose, driving into the edge of the back foot. Reach up through the right fingers. Reverse the triangle on the in-breath. And then on the out-breath, take a wide-legged fold, melt all the way down. Toes in, heels out, melt in between your thighs. Left hand reaches for the edge of the right foot, right hand to the inner left thigh crease, or right hand to the lower back. So find where you had on the first side. Try to engage your quadricep muscles here so you're finding a supportive deep stretch. Take one more round of breath. And then nice and slow, let's let that go. Travel to the front of your space, low lunge, meet your left foot. Plug into the fingers, 3-legged dog, reach your left toes back into the sky. Take a full breath in. Exhale, draw your toes over to the right side. Bend your knees, drop the hips back to the heels, and we'll find our wild thing variation, lifting up through the chest space, grounding into the right hand, feeling supported through the lower body, really kicking away from the ground through your feet. One more round of breath here, explore. And then lower the hips, Back to the feet, left hand meets the floor, coming into our plank, pull the left knee into the chest space. Take a round of breath, and then drop that left knee to the ground. Supported side plank, stretch your right arm up and over. Drop your head back into the right hand. Reach through the elbow, through the chest. Okay, lovely guys. Now begin to lift your left knee off the floor. We kick this left leg straight forwards. If you took a bind here, catching right hand to edge of left foot, you're welcome to go there now. Try to lift away from the left wrist as much as you can. I know it's super strong. Hold. And then nice and slow, we're gonna bend into the left leg, right hand to the floor, flip that foot over to the right side and sink your hips down. And if you're like, what is going on over here? Just make your way into a seat, bend into the left leg. We find a twist, wrapping right hand around left thigh. Take an inhale, pulling left shoulder back. On the exhale, swivel forwards again, left hand meets the floor, drop the left knee down. Same supported side plank variation where you drop your head back into the right hand. Firm into your glutes and take a breath. And then push into the edge of the right foot, lift the left knee off the floor, figure four shape, extending right hand into sky. So left foot is crossed over right thigh. Now you're lifting through the hips. Hold for a moment just to feel into the shape. And then when you're ready, right hand meets the floor, facing forwards, figure four dog. Now bend into the right knee. So your right knee is bent and you hug the chest to the shin, to the thighs, just as you always do in a dog. All right. From here, we're gonna begin to walk our hands nice and slowly and awkwardly to the back. Take as many breaths as you need to get there. Don't rush it. And if you're falling and wobbling, that's okay. Just reestablish a sense of just centeredness and non-judgment towards yourself. We're playing and exploring here. All right, hands to the heart. If you played with a twist on the other side, you can go there now. Taking another round of breath. And wherever you are, nice and slowly, drop your left foot to the ground. We will meet in a forward fold, Uttanasana, bow over your legs. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards, melt down. Find a slow transition into a standing split, so you'll kick your left toes into the sky. Hands can wrap around the right ankle, maybe one hand to the ankle. Firm into glutes. Fire up the lower body. One more round of breath. Nice and slowly, let that go and make your way forwards into your three-legged dog, walking hands to front of space. Kick back into your left toes. Take a full breath. And then exhale, pull the knee into the chest, lift up through the heart space, hollowing out through the armpits, and then drop that shin all the way down. Beautiful work, guys. Pigeon pose, walk the right knee back. All right, take an inhale. We stretch the right arm to the sky. And then on the exhale, weave it underneath your left arm. This is optional. If you're feeling for a more active shape, just lengthen through the spine and you can skip this twist out. So it's not for everybody, just notice what your body is telling you. But if you are here, you can walk the left fingers forwards and then melt this right shoulder down to the earth. And just find a moment of softness here, softness from the inside out. When you're ready to do so, walk your left hand back, push into the hand, stretch right fingers long, opening up the chest, and then lower both hands to the ground. Tuck the back toes, kick the left toes high, three-legged dog. Nice full inhale, and then exhale, lower both feet down to the mat. Downward facing dog. On your next breath in, lift the heels high off the floor, and then bend the knees, crouching dog. You can step or jump forwards. We will meet in a Malasana squat, yogi squat, front of your space. Lower the hips down, draw the hands to the heart space. And then take a grounded and rooted breath as you feel into the hips. Feel the energy draw up your spine and lift out through your skull. allow yourself to feel fully grounded and connected to your body in this moment. And then on your out breath, let that go. Draw your hands behind you and just lower your bum down to find a seat. We will meet in a cross-legged seat, placing one foot in front of the other. So sitting up nice and tall, you can just elongate through the spine and rest your hands on your knees. Close down your eyes and just gently give your shoulders a bit of a roll down and back. And allow the energy to begin to settle as you drop into stillness. Feel your breath gradually slow down. As your heart rate begins to gradually slow down as well. Can you soften the muscles across the face, the neck, the shoulders a little bit more? And can you allow yourself these few moments to be completely still and not have to be anywhere else? And just feel into the aliveness of your body, of your energy and your spirit. We are going to begin to deepen the breath. So keep your eyes closed and just gently guide the breath into the lower breathing spaces. Nice and slow, breathe in, feel the belly expand and balloon outwards slightly on the inhale. And then on the exhale, see if you can lengthen that exhale with a feeling of softness and surrender. And we go again, just nice and slow and wide into the chest, tummy. And really allow yourself to release and let go on the breath out. And take a couple more rounds here. Try to be completely focused on your breath. When you notice your mind trail away somewhere else, just gently, in a forgiving way, bring it back to the sensation of your breath. How does it feel to breathe? Where do you feel the movement? You can begin to guide the breath a little bit deeper into the chest, into the upper breathing spaces, further up the lungs. And when you exhale, allow the exhale to really drop you into a state of deep centeredness, like you're drawing closer inwards to yourself. You can finish the round that you are on. And then just gently let go of controlling the breath in any way. Breathing normally through the nose. Let's place the hands around the heart space. Left hand to the heart, right hand on top of the left hand. Take a nice full inhale through the nostrils and guide the breath and energy into your heart center. Exhale, sigh and release. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys, for coming and practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed that challenging, playful practice, and well done for staying all the way through for your little short mini meditation there. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you do enjoy my practices. And please let me know how you went in the comments below. I love chatting with you guys. And yeah, if you're new here, welcome to this community. I'm so glad that you are here. All right, have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon.